Minister Ngoako Ramatlhodi has told mining bosses, let's talk. He suggested government is tired of being told at the last minute while a flurry of restructuring or selling plans are being announced. He was speaking at the second Joburg Indaba for the mining industry today. The embattled industry is currently being audited by government to check its compliance with the mining charter. The charter calls for 26% black ownership in the industry. Another contentious issue that was openly discussed today was the need for legal certainty. The Mineral and Petroleum Resources Development Amendment Bill, awaiting the signature of the President, includes some requirements for miners to process and keep designated minerals in this country. Many miners have said they won't invest further until the rules are clear. And the Minister agrees that clarity is needed. My colleague Ngoako Ramatlhodi spoke to him at the Indaba earlier.
This gathering has been billed as a forum for blunt and honest discussions among stakeholders in the mining industry. The conference was, of course, opened by Minister of Minerals Resources, Advocate Ngoako Ramatlhodi, and he's joining me now to share some light in some of the issues in the sector. Welcome, Minister.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
How would you characterize the state of the local mining industry at this point in time?
I think we are in the process of we have managed to restore the peace, at least in terms of the strikes. We are repairing whatever damage has happened. We are interrogating reasons why you would have such long strikes as we have had, and developing strategies, developing approaches which must anticipate situations such as those. Amongst others, we are moving into the mining towns under the leadership of the President to begin to address the issues of accommodation, to begin to look at the issue of restoring stability there in terms of criminal activities. We are looking also into anticipating and stopping activities of machonistas in those mining towns. So there is a full program that is unfolding.
Talking about the communities, I suppose this is one issue that is contained in the mining charter, which, as far as I know, government is still grappling with enforcing. How far are we in terms of seeing a full enforcement of the mining charter in 2014?
We are currently reviewing compliance, and we are hoping to give feedback to the country early next year about our outcomes and the remedial actions necessary to begin to ensure that everybody complies and live by the commitments they've attached their signatures to.
Another issue that the industry has been grappling with is the issue of regulatory certainty, and this I suppose relates to the minerals, due to the amendments to the Minerals Resources Bill. You did say in the conference that we are closer to seeing the finalization of this act.
Yeah, the President is at the end of looking at the legal issues around that. I'm sure they should make an announcement very soon. I've been assured of that.
And Minister, just in terms of the kind of future of the South African mining industry, where do you see it? I mean, I come from a mining town, and a lot of the concerns in that sector is that, especially from the workers, that mines are restructuring, mines are moving money from shafts that are not really performing well and looking to greater mechanization. How does the future of the South African mining industry look?
Well, in some instances, mechanization will be unavoidable. For instance, when you look at the gold sector, very deep, our mines have gone much deeper. That in order to extract that mineral there, you need to use certain equipment. But what should then happen is that your workers must be trained and upgraded, upskilled to be able to operate those machines.
You mentioned that you're hearing murmurings about disinvestment in the local industry. How are we doing in terms of attracting investment in the local mining sector?
Well, our laws must be clear, they must be certain, and I'm sure you have seen that coming through all the time. And I hope the Mineral Resources Act should begin to address that issue as soon as we have finalized it. Secondly, we obviously have to come into partnership, assist with the infrastructure in particular energy, to be able to provide whoever comes here to mine with the backup from the government side.
Let's dig a little more.